So it looks like the Great Orange Man has decided to back out of the debate with Kamala Harris, who I hear is the greatest candidate ever, and we should just worship at her feet. What's dumb to me about all of this is how it's being spun as Donald Trump being scared to debate Kamala Harris. I don't think Donald Trump's scared to debate Kamala Harris. Did you see what happened to the Democrats' last candidate, Joe Biden? I've never seen a candidate do so horribly that they blue screened of death the whole party and then they had to go select the other person. And the word around the watering cooler at work is people are so confident that Kamala Harris will destroy Donald Trump in a debate. I highly doubt that. Now he's pushing for the debate to be on Fox News with a live crowd being there. And are you really surprised Donald Trump wants to stack the debate in his favor? Normally we have 3 different debates with the presidential candidates. We already got one, so we have 2 left. And Gavin Newsom had the balls to go on Fox News and debate Ron DeSantis, which shows he's at least confident enough to go into hostile territory and to defend his ideas. Kamala Harris should be willing to do the exact same thing. Because I keep being told by mainstream media that she's the next best candidate, even though she ran in 2020 and her campaign was so disastrous she had to drop out super early because no one actually wants to vote for her. And since the Democrats just hate Donald Trump, they'll take anybody who's running against him. It could literally be a dead person at this point. Plus, Kamala Harris hasn't even been vetted on her own positions. If you look at her website, it doesn't talk about what she actually believes in. What's her stance on Ukraine and Russia? What's her stance on Israel and Palestine? If you ask what I think of Kamala Harris, she literally believes nothing. She'll believe whatever she has to believe in order for her to become president. That doesn't inspire much confidence in me, at least, because if you're willing to say anything to become president, we had Hillary Clinton try this in 2016. It didn't go too well for her. And if you're running for president, you should have your own belief system, whether they're popular or unpopular. To give you an example of this, Donald Trump is pro-life, but he said the states can decide on how they feel about abortion policy. Give it back to the people. When people in his own party are trying to push him to do a national abortion ban, he says, I have no interest in that. That's an actual position. He actually believes in something. Yeah, Kamala Harris is pro-choice. I guarantee if the Democrat Party was pro-choice all of a sudden, she'd switch like a dime. Whereas Donald Trump pushes back and he says, hey, I'm pro-life, but I'm going to push back against extremist elements within my own party because this is what I believe. Versus Kamala Harris will literally say anything to become president. And she has the complete institutional backing of the media being like, yeah, she's the next best thing, even though she couldn't campaign in 2020 to save her life. But all of a sudden we had to vote for her because we got to stop the Great Orange Man, Donald Trump. Oh, and one more thing. This is what I think they should do. I think they should have a debate on Fox News. And hell, you can even have a debate on MSDNC if you really want to. That way both of them went into hostile territory and answered questions, and you got to see their real positions, at least publicly. Maybe have the last debate hosted on CNN. Yes, I know CNN is Democrat shills as well, but have it like the last debate between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. The moderators really don't get involved, and they actually had to debate each other without waiting for help from either institution's media.